regularly?
15.
In general, how many cigarettes do you smoke per day now?
10.
Which of the following best describes the change you made? Switch to a lower nicotine cigarette, cut down the number of cigarettes smoke, try to quit. Which of the three?
Try to quit and cut down. Do I plan to change the way I smoke?
Yeah, in the next 12 months.
I don't have too much hope, no. But I'll try.
Now I would like you to think of your dietary habits. First, during the past 30 days, how many days per week or per month did you drink any alcoholic beverages on the average?
How many days in the last month?
During the past 30 days.
30 days. Let me think about this. I would say at least probably a quarter of them. So like from 10 out of 30. But only like a small, 10 out of 30 days.
Drink alcohol?
Yeah.
I drink more than that.
At least half. Okay, half the days. It's been a stressful month.
Hey, the question is during the past 30 days. You mean half of the month or what?
Yes, half the month I've drunk alcohol. 15 days out of the 30 days I have drunk alcohol. But not been drunk.
Okay. About how many bottles or cans of beer do you usually drink each week?
I don't drink beer. I drink whiskey.
In the past 30 days, many times have you driven when you have perhaps too much to drink?
Once.
Once?
Yeah, once maybe. Or maybe not. I'm a very careful driver. I don't usually drive drunk.
Okay. How often do you use seatbelts when you drive or ride in a car? We would say always.
What?
How often do you use seatbelts when you drive or ride in a car?
Every time I go in the car.
What type of physical activity or exercise do you spend the most time doing during the past 30 days?
Sex.
How old are you right now?
26.
Where were you born?
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Okay.
So I have an American passport.
Out 7 line away, pay the dough. New shooter coming out.
Are you ready for excitement? Are you ready for aces and kings and queens right here today on Madeline's Variety Television? We've got everything. We got winners. All the way down the line. We got fencers. We got the band. We got tape. We got Melissa, special guest Melissa right here. Free CDs. Just call in. Roll tape. Saying about a roll tape. We got a huge show for you today. Huge show. We got
fast line, here I go.
we got the fencers, we got people with horses' heads, we got the snake tape, we have Phillip The Rational as usual every week.
And I'll be
Standing by, we're standing by to roll tape.
But let's put the integrity aside for a minute and indulge in a bit of fantasy. You wake up a few years from now in your dingy live-in studio somewhere south of Market, and it finally hits you. The rejection slips from the grant boards are beginning to pile up. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation won't return your calls, and the public art program from Petaluma has just told you that they wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You can feel your integrity begin to slip, and you begin to wonder if Dad was right. Maybe the Stanford Business School wasn't such a bad idea after all. You turned your back on the corporate world, and now it's probably too late. Or is it? You finally snapped. You're seized with inspiration. You pick up your portfolio and you head downtown to the first gleaming corporate skyscraper you can find. You walk in and you announce yourself. I am an artist and I'm ready to sell out. I want an office with a view, a desk large enough to comfortably house a family of 5. I want the sharper image. I want a closet full of Italian suits and a Cuban valet to get me dressed in the morning. I want an electronic beeper in this jacket pocket and enough power that I can dump it in my drink when my 3-martini lunch has been disturbed. I want the Holland Hills and the penthouse suite, and I'd like to do a little fishing in Kennebunkport with George and Barbara. I want a wall of high-definition television screens installed in this office by the end of the week, or heads will roll. And launch a satellite system. I want to start beaming to Bangkok immediately. Get a team of experts in here, a crack staff of researchers who can tell me what the issues in this world really are. Art can't change the world, but with you people behind me, maybe we can give it a shot. So let's put our assets together, HB. Let's talk merger. I'm a high-growth proposition. My assets are down, but I'm ripe for a takeover. Don't let this one pass you by. The Japanese could snap me up at any minute, and then where will we be? Where will corporate America be? Where will American art be? Move, HB, move! You can't afford to let the Japanese snap me up. They've already got Van Gogh, you know. What if they get Schnabel? What if they get a Conchi? What happens if they actually clone Andy Warhol? I don't think you realize the gravity of the situation. You'd make the cover of the Wall Street Journal, and I'd make the cover of Art News. Now, I want to put this in writing. I won't be screwed around with, HB. I'm a man of integrity, and my art won't be compromised. Now the Saucies will draw up the contracts. They play hardball, HB, South African mercenaries and all that. The shop. Now, if you want to reach me, I'll be hanging out at Trump Plaza. Don and I are going shopping. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, HB. I'll see you on Monday. I gotta run.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our very special guest, Melissa the Maid. Let's hear it. Let's hear it from Melissa the Maid. Melissa the Maid, folks, right here on Madeline's Variety Television. Call in 864-2561. Call in now. Get in early. 864-6521. And I have a prepared sheet of questions Melissa handed me before the interview today. We're going to go through these questions, and can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your service, Melissa?
Yes, I'm 30 years old, originally from New York State.
Here's your mic, Melissa. Okay, no problem.
I'm 30 years old, originally from New York State, and what I offer is a free house cleaning service for women.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds great. I know our place gets awful dirty. And exactly what do you do?
Like I said, Griff, I offer a free house cleaning, and what I do is I go there and this house cleaning service is open to any women, and the only thing I do require is that they do allow me to get dressed up like a girl and treat them like a female maid.
Well, what type of cleaning do you do, and what don't you do?
Well, I do basically anything from as minor as vacuuming and dusting to as major as scrubbing all the floors and windows.
I see. And you'll do this only for women?
I've only done this for women. I haven't done this for any men, and I'd be a little skeptical to do that, I think.
Okay. Well, what sort of person? We have a call. I think we have a call for you right now, Melissa. We'll get that out over the air. Hello? A little volume on that, Paul? Can you hear that, Melissa?
Yes.
You're on. Talk to her.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Hello? Will heat do windows?
Of course.
Oh, good. On the 3rd story?
Yeah. Of course.
And will you clean out my kitty box?
Like I said, the service is open to women. I haven't done it for any men before, but it's possible.
Well, what sort of objections might you have to doing it for men?
It would be a situation where I want to meet the person first.
How about a real confused young man?
zoom in and what, Madeline?
Well, I don't know. Let's go to the next one. All right. Wow. Okay. Now back to the prepared list of questions here. Again, well, what sort of person might be your ideal person for cleaning services?
Well, like I just said, I generally meet the person at a public place and we talk first, so they can get to know me and I can get to know them. And basically, any woman that's got an open mind and doesn't object to me being dressed in this type of attire.
I don't see how they could, personally. All right. Well, how often do you want to do this?
I have a pretty busy regular work schedule myself, and it's typically a situation where when I have some free time, I call one of these women up and set up a day when they're free. Generally once a month or once every couple of weeks or so.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds great. And how did you first get involved in this sort of activity?
Well, I had a very good friend of mine that was a woman, and we were like best friends and stuff. And I would be over to her place a lot on the weekends, and I felt rather weird about just hanging out while she went around and did all her housework. And just as a friend, I offered to help her, and of course she accepted. And she saw that I was a very good house cleaner and put a lot of effort into it and did a really good job and enjoyed it. So she also knew, which is another story in itself, that I, from time to time, I enjoyed being dressed up like a girl. And so she put the two of them together and asked me if I would like to be her maid. And so she, like I said, she was a good friend of mine, so I said sure, and I did it for her for well over a year and a half on a regular basis. And she has moved on the East Coast. And so now we're looking for new people that might be interested.
I see. And have you ever done it for anybody in this woman? Oh, we have another call, I think. Do we have another call? No, nobody on the line.
Yes, I've done it for a couple people so far since this person's gone away.
Well, that sounds great. And if people want to get in touch with you to try to arrange this service, how can they do so?
Okay, they can call me at 399-3475. Generally during the week between 7 and the morning at 3 p.m. Of course, sometimes someone is there in the afternoons or the evenings they can call. Just if you are interested, be patient, call back, try to get in touch with me.
Do you have an answering machine?
No. And if someone does answer the phone, you can get a hold of me through my friend Russ. So they can just leave a message for Russ.
Leave a message for Russ.
And he'll take care of the rest.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Do we have another call? Anybody on the line? Anybody want to talk to Melissa? Right now, possibly you can arrange...
What's your favorite cleaning solvent?
What's that?
What's your favorite cleaning solvent?
Scrubbing Bubbles tub and tile cleaner.
Scrubbing Bubbles. Sounds like good stuff.
Did you ever watch Hazel when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting ready to roll tape here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Madeline, your director speaking, and I just want to tell you all that I have an incredible fear of snakes. I can't even look at them on TV. Every time I sit on the toilet, I think they're going to crawl up the sewage system and bite me on the ass.
Freudian analysis aside, the views expressed on this show don't necessarily reflect those of our director, and the two guys that made this tape have left town permanently to Brazil, perhaps.
But before we catch our first plane to Sao Paulo, let's go back over to West Oakland and see the East Bay Vivarium again. They got lots of reptiles, amphibians, and arachnids there. Let's pick up a couple on the way out.
Just tame those puppies.
What does it take to tame a snake like this?
Well, they have to learn two things. They have to learn that you're in control of the situation and that you're not going to hurt them. When they learn those two things, they're tame. Sometimes learning that you're in control is difficult with a snake this big, though, because actually they are, so you have to pull them. It's been in existence for almost 20 years.
It used to be owned by the Vivarium Care?
Yeah, it used to be owned by Ron Cobble. We bought it. I was his manager for 8 years, and I bought it from him last year.
You guys used to be over, in Emeryville, or was that place? Used to be the mall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do they
throw you out or something? Well, yeah, when they decided to put in a food mall, a reptile store didn't exactly fit in with their plans. The world needed another yuppie food mall really badly, and so I'm really thrilled that they put that in. There's some good escargot over there. Reptiles, amphibians, and arachnids are our specialty. Sometimes obnoxious children. Which one does this eat? This eats rabbits. How many times? She'll put down 2 10-pound rabbits a week. These are appropriate animals to be kept by virtually anybody who's responsible and sane. It's a Haitian boa. How old is it? About 2 years old. And how long you had it? Almost a year. Do you sit around the house generally with them around you? Yeah, I do. And matter of fact, my mother, she holds them and hugs them and calls them the babies just like I do. I guess they're not keeping you warm, though. Oh, yes. Yeah? Oh, yes. Matter of fact, I'm starting to sweat now because of the heat that he builds up around my neck. What are you shopping for today? I'm having force fed. Oh, what's that? These type here, the Haitian boas, from what I was told by the people here, that they don't take well to captivity. And he hasn't eaten in about 7 months. And so I had him force fed about 3 weeks ago, so I'm going to try it again today. You think he's losing weight? I think so, yes. What do they do when they force feed them? They open their mouth and they take a mouse and they just stuff it in there till they can close his mouth, and then they work it down with their thumb until it gets into their belly. Well, I think they're fascinating. A lot of people think they're slimy, but they're not. They're real soft and they kind of feel like silk. Yeah, our director has a deep fear of snakes. What advice might you give a snake hater about how to love a snake? Well, my female's bit me twice, and I keep telling myself every time she bites me, I'm not going to jerk away, and the first thing I do is I jerk away, and that's when it rips the skin. But it doesn't hurt when they bite. You lost blood this week? Oh, yeah. Yeah, one time I had like 14 little holes in my finger where all the blood was coming out. But it doesn't hurt. It's just more frightening than anything. But I keep sticking my hand in there, so. Is this kind of sexy? No, it ain't sexy. How big do you think they'll get? I'm hoping 15 feet. 15 feet? Mm-hmm. How far are they when they're 15 feet? I would say probably about like that. Yeah? Yeah, about this big. Oh, it's a lot of snake. Oh, yeah. Starting with rabbits then. I would assume that are chickens. Chickens? Chickens also, yes. With their heads and feet? Everything, alive. They like to kill their prey. What they charge for force feed a snake? The price of the mouse, $1.25. These people are very good. That sounds like a deal. Yes. Well, you recommend everyone come down and have snakes force fed? Come here. Okay. Real cheap. Okay. Good people, they know what they're doing, and they're real friendly. Say hi. You will hiss on this, maybe? Not today. Next school year. He's a good boy. He's a tree snake. A lot of these snakes like to have it going down live with some swallow a little bit. Come into my arms. If you wish to be warm, Dr. Smith, come into my arms. Come into my arms. Come into my arms. If you wish to be warm, Dr. Smith, come into my arms. I've only simply undergone a serious infection, Dr. Smith. The operation has left my computer in weak. Now,
take pissing for pee. Scared to piss out of him. It's dislocated right now. I need to get some extra mice too, man.
Right.
Let me have 7.
All right. Do you have any qualms about that?
No, Sure, what's that? I eat meat, so it certainly doesn't bother me. Reptiles are actually very clean about it. They don't butcher it up and burn it before they eat it. They just grab it and either constrict it or swallow it.
864-2561, all your questions on love and romance. Phillip.
San Francisco, I know somebody out there is having a bummer relationship right now and needs some advice.
Call now, 864-2561, all your questions on love and romance.
As we all know, all is fair in love and war, so call in now. No calls yet? Alright. Come on, San Francisco. I know you're having a problem out there. You don't want to go and talk to embarrassed.
Phillip knows.
You know you're out there.
864-2561.
The one in the bar. You haven't been talking to your wife for 20 years. Call in now.
If you have a call for Melissa the Maid, 864-2561. You can arrange to have your house cleaned by Melissa, personally. Any calls, 864-2561.
Go for a studio audience.
We have a call.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, Phillip, I'm having a terrible time, and I'm trying to get this relationship started, and it seems like everything that I do, it just won't take off. Can you help me, please?
Can you fill me in with some details?
Well, there's this girl, her name, well, I won't mention her name, but she's such a wonderful person. She's such a beast to me, though. I talk to her every day, and it seems like no matter what I say, she doesn't like it. And I said things like, would you like to go out and have a chili dog? And she's looked at me like she wanted to throw up in my face. Can you help me with this?
Well, you could go for the traditional flowers. They're all successful.
Flowers?
Flowers are very successful. Maybe some, I'm not sure. What,
you know what, Phillip, I think you've just answered my question now, because I thought about the flowers thing, and we do have a funeral home not too far from here, and I'm on my way over there, because they give them away if they don't use them all. And try that.
You should try the cemetery, too. There's always fresh flowers there.
Oh, God, Phillip, you are wonderful. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. I could help.
Any other calls? 864-2561. Phillip The Rational. Phillip The Rational, all your questions on love and romance. Do we have any live questions from the studio audience here today?
Maybe a studio audience.
Anything. John Shaver, I'm sure you have a question for Phillip The Rational.
You should come in. He should sit.
Calls? Do we have one coming up?
No. Have the studio audience member come forward.
So studio audience member, come forward here. Come step up to the podium right here. Bring your mannequin. That's fine. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, John Shaver, who's a member of our studio.
Hello.
Hey. Well, I'm just having a little problem with my friend here.
We have a call. Wait. Well, we can call it.
Can I?
Yes.
All right, we'll take a call.
Yes. What is your problem?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm calling in live.
That's right.
You know what I do?
What is your... We're cut the call. Let's cut the call.
All right, John. Now, to what do you attribute? Now, do you have a question for?
Well, I mean, I'm just having a little trouble with my friend here because our relationship isn't as hot as it used to be.
Hello?
She's got no arms, John.
Put you on live.
What about you, Melissa? Do you have a call?
Yes,
We have a call.
Yes?
Yeah, what the hell is this show all about anyway?
Wow, that's the question of the hour. This is about the meaning of life.
The meaning of life, isn't that sort of a broad subject to try to cover in like 15 minutes on a 25?
Say what?
Isn't that a sort of a broad subject to cover in like a 15-minute show on channel 25 that never gets any viewing?
Well, you're watching it, obviously.
Yeah, just by chance.
Just by chance. Well, why don't you go back to your TV set and start humping it?
Fuck you, asshole.
Next caller. Goodbye, caller. Goodbye. Melissa, do you have a question for Phillip?
No question.
No question. I can see you're a man who has absolutely no...
All right. Well,
I
think we've had enough of this. Let's wrap it up and go.
Okay. Well, yeah, we got a couple of minutes left. If you want to call Melissa, 864-2561, you can set up an appointment.
We're on.
Hello?
Yes?
I got the biggest dick in San Francisco.
That's great. I hope you meet it every day.
Well, we do thank you for tuning in today. We're a couple minutes out. How long we have, Paul? How long?
Last call.
Hello?
Yes, you're on.
Hi, yeah, this is Rusty. I don't have a problem with love. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my old lady to buy me some weed.
I can empathize with that problem. I'd say you should tell her that you developed glaucoma and that you need the weed in order to prevent yourself from going blind.
She's trying to roast me to death. Bye.
We have free CDs, of course, if you want to call in. 864-2561, free CDs. We got the Pretenders here and a few others. We got the Fencers. Melissa, everybody. Melissa, yes. Our studio audience would like to thank them for tuning in today. And all our lovely guests. Let's hear from the band. Yeah, all right. Phillip The Rational. How long we got, Paul? What's our time here? How we doing? Do we got time for a song? Huh? 3 minutes? 3 minutes? Do we have another question from the studio audience? Maybe a question for Melissa. How about sing a song? The summer wind came rolling in from across the sea. All right, let's hear from the studio audience today. Do you have a question for Melissa? All out of questions. Everybody's out of questions. Everybody's out of time. How about music? Do we have music? Do we have lights? Do we have camera? Do we have action? You know, so I was on the bus, the Greyhound, back from Reno the other night. And this woman is there in the seat, and she's hacking and weaseling away. This old woman smoking these long, skinny cigarettes, right? And she kept crushing them out about halfway, because she kept like that, you know? And so this other woman comes over and she says, here, I have some of these, they're butterscotch. Perhaps they'll help you. All right. What do you say, Carolyn? What do you say? Live on the Madeline's Variety Television. Goes little town. Are getting it down. I want to feel the heat of it. New York, New York. Up there. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Beautiful show. You all get tapes.
Do we really?
Would your school like a tape of this?
That was so great, you guys.
Did it work?